Omar Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global, Manny Robles. Andy's just admitted he didn't really train properly for this fight. He was overweight. Just your thoughts, Manny?
You know, I mean, when you're a coach and you're in camp, you do everything you can to keep everything in-house. You know, things go wrong, but you got to show face. In situations like this, you know, my situation with my fighters is like I try to bring out the best in them. I try to get them to be disciplined. I try to get them to work hard. It doesn't always work that way, but unfortunately, you know, for us, it didn't work out this way. You know, you try to hope for the best, but understanding that, you know, you win your fights in the gym. There's no secret. If you don't work hard, if you don't put in the work the way you should, you have these type of outcomes. But personally, it's difficult for people to understand. But with your fighters, you got to stick with your fighters to good and bad, through thick and thin. You know what I mean? In this situation, we didn't walk away with the win, but I got to stick with my guy, and he's got to know what he did wrong and what we did wrong as a team. But you gotta stick with it. You gotta rise from the situation.
Is that the Anthony Joshua you expected tonight?
I did expect that. Unfortunately, we had a great game plan, but I couldn't get Andy to be committed 100%.
Was that because of the training camp?
No. It's definitely not because of the training camp. It's more him. You know, he's got to realize that. You know, that he's got to. You know, again, he's an experienced fighter. He knows what he knows what he has to do. He knows he's got to train hard. He knows he's got to be disciplined. There's no secret.
I know he's mentioned the trilogy, but do you really think Anthony and Eddie will give him the trilogy now?
You know what? I believe that can happen, but he's got to prove it. He's got to go out there and beat some top heavyweight contenders in order to get that opportunity. It's not just going to happen from one day to the next.
Not immediately. It's got to come
Not
in the
immediately.
future.
In the future, if he means what he says about going back to the gym and working hard, then, you know what I mean? If he means it and if he prepares himself the way he should and beats some top contenders, then why not?
Did he party too hard as well, Manny?
You know what? I wasn't with him if he did. I can't say because I didn't party with him if he did. What kind of coach would I be if I did, right? But I was in the gym worrying for him on a daily basis, calling him every day, trying to get him to work hard, to train hard. That's my job.
At what point in the camp did it settle in that he wasn't right, he wasn't training correctly?
You know, there's a lot more that, well, I shouldn't say there's a lot more, but there are a couple of things that unfortunately happened during camp that affected him, and it had nothing to do with partying or anything like that. We had to deal with a couple of setbacks, a couple of injuries that we had to overcome. But then like we don't want to use that as an excuse. You know, Anthony Joshua fought a great fight. He stuck to the game plan. We were hoping that he would open up and you know, stand in the center of the ring and fight Andy. And when he did, you saw what happened. Andy caught him a couple times, but he went back. He listened to his corner. You know, you got to be coachable. He went back to his corner and said, stick to the game plan, stick and move, keep boxing, and that's what he did. So.
What was the thinking coming in at 283 pounds?
Say that again?
What was the thinking behind coming in at 283 pounds?
It wasn't, unfortunately, like I said, some things happened in camp where we had to, and I don't want to make it sound like it's an excuse because it's not, but, you know, things happened in camp where we had to recover from an injury. So, you know what I'm saying? So therefore, it wasn't where, okay, you know, I couldn't get him to work as hard or run and get the most out of him in training because of the injury, and due to the injury, obviously, he started getting weight. But things.
Thank you, Manny. Thank you.
Is special. Absolute dynamite.